Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Men of War, issue number 3. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, as with issue number 1 and 2, Men of War issue number 3 is going to be broken up into 2 stories. The first one being a brand new Sergeant Rock story, and the second one being the conclusion to the 3-part Navy SEAL story. Now, the Sergeant Rock story starts off with Sergeant Rock and his men going on a very routine, simple, easy mission. This is a quick in and out mission that revolves around them going underwater, placing some mines on a ship, and then getting out of there. Making sure no one gets hurt and making sure that they don't get hurt. However, things go awry when the ship actually starts to move, something they didn't plan to happen, and they have to make a hasty retreat, which unfortunately corners them. The question is this, is Sergeant Rock and his troops going to get out alive, especially seeing that their hopes are dwindling down with each bullet that they keep losing? Or will there be a secret X factor into this whole entire equation that might give Sergeant Rock the edge to get his men out? The second story is the conclusion to the Navy SEAL story. Now, if you haven't been following the previous 2 issues, you find out that these Navy SEALs are in enemy territory, where the enemies are using their loved ones and also any other people they can get their hands on as human shields. They need to get some helicopters in to evac out some injured individuals. However, they can't while one of the enemy soldiers has a rocket launcher. So they go to investigate where possibly that enemy soldier would be and try to take the rocket launcher infantry out of the equation. Can they do this? Especially seeing that the enemy is using his own family as human shields? Well, you're going to just have to read and see. So, let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. The Sergeant Rock story is a brand new Sergeant Rock story, and it actually starts off very nice. Clean cut, here's the mission, here's what we have to do. The inner dialogue for Sergeant Rock is very nice. He gives us a voice for the actual group itself. I believe war stories or war-based comics are going to be a little bit different for inner dialogue and characterization of the characters themselves than it is going to be for something, say, like Batman. Because this is a close-knit infantry group. They think a lot alike, they act a lot alike, there's synergy. They don't even need to speak for them to understand what's going on with each other. So Sergeant Rock is very much the voice of the team, and the inner dialogue with Sergeant Rock is really good. I like how the actual mission is planned out, the amount of stuff that they have to do with the mission, and then I also like the feeling and tone towards the end when they start to run out of bullets. And it leaves on kind of a cliffhanger, and I'm curious to see exactly what happens with the cliffhanger and how they get out of it. Second, or the next good, is the Navy SEAL story concluded actually very nice. A little campy, I must agree, but it concluded very nice, and it in hindsight, looking at the Navy SEAL story, it was paced very good. It was what I wanted, a one-shot story, and it was nice. It was enjoyable, and it came full circle, and it was paced very well. At first I didn't care for it, but now looking back on it in hindsight, I think I will reread it because it was a good story completed as a whole. The art in this for the Sergeant Rock story looks very good, and the art for the Navy SEAL story is pretty decent. It could be a little bit better, but it still gets the job done. I like how you also have, with these 2 stories, a balance between the 2 different kind of perspectives of the armed forces in the DC universe. You have, with the Sergeant Rock, basically infantrymen, the army, in this universe where superheroes and metahumans are around. It's not like they're the Blackhawks where they have this advanced technology laser guns, or like the Cadmus where they have these super alien weaponry and special body armor. No, they have only weapons that the military would have right now, and they're in this unique world. It really kind of gives actually the reader a nice gateway into this world. Because we don't have superpowers. The most we can do is train our body, train our mind, and have the best equipment around. I can't fly. I can't have bullets bounce off my skin. I can't shoot lasers out of my eyes. The most I can do is what these men can do in this comic, and of course what Batman can do. But you get what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is a great gateway into this world, using the military as a gateway, these normal men. And then on the flip side, you have a very much more realistic, rooted, grounded military stories with the Navy SEAL one, where there is no superheroes. It is any combatant, armed forces, going at it. Nothing supernatural, nothing science fiction. It's just plain fiction. And it's handled very nicely. So you have the two perspectives. One that is a very, very realistic scenario, and one that is a realistic scenario put into a very fictional fantasy kind of sci-fi world. Good balance. Bad. To kind of contradict what I just said, although there's a good balance between the two, not every Sergeant Rock story has to have a metahuman in it. That's what I have to say. Not every Sergeant Rock story has to have a metahuman in it. And what I would like to see in these comics is this. I would like the Sergeant Rock stories to be ongoing and to actually have kind of an overall storyline. Maybe have an enemy, have, not an enemy, but maybe some terrorists of some sort they have to take down over an X amount of issues, and have a kind of a mini story arc going on. Well, the backup, like the Navy SEAL story, would actually be the one-shot story. In saying that, of course, the Navy SEAL story is going to be switching up, and it's going to be a new story, which I completely forget what it was previewing, because it had a nice little Silver Age / Bronze Age thing. A whole new feature next week, woo! Which I thought was nice. Or not next week, next month. But I kind of want, I don't know, a little bit longer stories for Sergeant Rock. The story that they had in this issue was good. It would be cool if they paced it out for maybe 2-3 more issues. On the whole, whether or not you should get it. Well, Men of War is an excellent example, along with stories like Swamp Thing, of what I love about the DC relaunch. There's a lot of things I love about the DC relaunch, but titles like this that aren't traditional superhero titles, that aren't traditional comics that I would read, that I am reading and enjoying. I really like Men of War. It's a comic that I picked up on a whim, due to a small recommendation, just so I could try something new to see if I would like something new, and it paid off. This is fun. It's a good gateway. It's a good getaway from your traditional comic book stuff, and it's a good, solid comic. Is it going to blow you away? No. But this is a very casual, sit-down comic that you can just detach and enjoy, which is fun. I look forward to Men of War a lot, because I was in my comic store today, and I have my subscribe comics, and then I have the comics that I pick up on the side if I feel like I want to spend a little extra cash. And it came down to OMAC issue number 3 and Men of War issue number 3. And the reasons why I picked Men of War issue number 3 is because I haven't given two thoughts about OMAC. The only reason why I would even pick up OMAC right now is just to see what happens with Maxwell Lord. It was an okay comic, but it didn't leave a great impression on me. But Men of War, I was thinking about it all day today. I'm like, boy, what are they going to do for Men of War? What are they going to do for Men of War? I really enjoyed this comic. It's a solid, I want to say a solid 4 out of 5 stars. It was fun. It was really fun. I do recommend picking this up if you want to try something new. And that is the thing I want to kind of send out to people, is try new stuff. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman, all of them are great, and continue buying them. But with them, try something new. Hey, Swamp Thing, monster comic, maybe I should give it a chance. Deathstroke, a villain, maybe I should give him a chance. Vampire, a little bit more sci-fi than I'm used to, maybe I should give that a chance. Or Men of War, it's an army comic, but maybe I should give it a chance. In no way, shape, or form do I think people should force themselves to read something that they don't enjoy, but you should at least give something a chance, and Men of War is a good series to do that with. So yes, Men of War. I really enjoyed this comic. Really enjoyed this issue. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.